What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. People, in today's video, we want to talk about or discuss whether or not white people are confused about whether they're South African, whether they're not South African, whether they're European, whether they're African, whether they are just not who they think they are. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? I love it. People. So I've come to this conclusion, right? Or I've come to the point where I'm now deciding that South African white people are now totally confused about their culture, about their heritage, about what they are, where they're from. Because if we look specifically at the Afrikaner nation, right? Afrikaner nation. First, they'll tell you their forefathers were from Europe, right? Then they'll tell you that they are from Africa and they are proudly South African, which is fine, which is cool, and we accepted it. Then Donald Trump offered them refugee status. Guess what? Then they switched. Now all of a sudden, they're from Europe because Donald Trump is offering European people refugee status. So now they are European. So what happened to the Africans? Where is that proudly South African, proudly African rhetoric that they had? Where's that now? Now that they've got refugee status, it's gone. Okay, question. Were these people African to begin with? Were these people proud to be African now that they've got refugee status or being offered refugee status? All of a sudden, they're Europeans. They've gone back to what their forefathers were. Do you see what I'm saying when I say to you that Afrikaner nation is confused about their culture and their heritage? You cannot be an Afrikaner because they claim Afrikaner was created in Africa. Now Donald Trump said he's offering refugee status to European South Africans, and they jumped on that bandwagon, which means that they accept that they are European and not African, because Donald Trump would never offer refugee status to Africans. Does it make sense or does it not make sense? Do you hear what I'm saying or do you not hear what I'm saying? Or do you understand or you don't understand? People have been saying this for a long time, and for the longest of time, we've always been trying to we've been trying to accept the narrative that white South Africans are Africans, and they've sold it to us, and we bought it. We believed it. I mean, I truly believe that. I truly believe that they are Africans. I truly believe that we are one. I truly believe that we are the same nation. We are the same type of people. We are the same everything. As soon as refugee status came up, they flew out of the window with that whole African narrative. That was chucked out of the window. All of a sudden, they're Europeans, gone back to their forefathers' roots. So we've known for a long time that they were not African, but they wanted us to believe that we are one. And yet we've known from day one that we were never one. And that is sad. That is very sad because those of us that actually want the rainbow nation to work are trying to force people who actually do not want a rainbow nation at all. I saw this TikTok of this white lady who said people of color actually want to mix and be one, learn from the other race groups. But white people do not want to mix, they do not want to assimilate. Then They do not want to learn black culture. They do not want to learn Indian culture. They do not want to learn colored culture. They want to be on their own. They want to create a European utopia in the heart of Africa. And is that possible? No, it's not possible. It could never be possible. Why would we even allow such a thing to even occur in Africa? I mean, the mere fact that Orania is already established is beyond belief to some people like us, because honestly, you would never get an African state in the middle of Europe. That's just not going to happen. I mean, there are 40 million black South Africans. No, there are 40 million black Americans, and they don't even have a state of their own. 40 million of them. Can you believe that? The most privileged blacks in the world do not have a state of their own. Not that they don't want one, they will never be allowed to create one. So why would we allow them to create? And just the funniest thing, right? The land that Orania was built on was sold to them by the Northern Cape municipality. I mean, that's just ridiculous, guys. That is just ridiculous. A black government selling land to white people, telling them, giving them the go ahead to create a white. Whoa, that is huge. That is big. That is stupidity, if you ask me, right? I wouldn't do such a thing. I wouldn't even allow such a thing. That's the one side of thing, right? Now let's talk about the other side. Second thing is the DA. Again, you see what I'm saying? The DA and the damn PA go on a fact-finding mission to Israel. Oh, sorry, Sissy. To Israel, where they go and claim that they're going to find out if there's racism and apartheid and all that on a fact-finding mission. How do you go on a fact-finding mission for something that is well documented on social media? I mean, you don't, people, just to find a way to waste tax dollars, just a way to find a way to go on excursion, just to find a way to go on some sort of a break from your duties at home. You go on a fact-finding mission that you could have actually dug up on the internet, on social media. But no, you deciding to physically go to a place that social media and other outlets are actually documenting for you. So what was the purpose of getting onto aeroplanes using taxpayers' dollars just to go and I don't know. I don't think they've been to Israel. So this was their first time going to Israel, and the only way they could do that without causing a major stir, but in the end, it actually is a major stir anyway, without having to spend their own dollars, was to go on a fact finding mission. People, I do not understand right wingers and people who have a right wing mentality and people who do not, I don't know, if I don't know if the DA and the PA, I don't at this point I don't even think that these people are South African. I just really don't. I honestly don't. If you claim that you have fought for apartheid, why would you go to Israel and say that there's no apartheid? You didn't see apartheid, you don't know. You've asked around and you've done your due diligence and found out that there's no apartheid. There are Jewish only roads in Israel, in case you didn't know that. But let me guess, you didn't even ask, you didn't even see that when you were there, right? So therefore, because you didn't see it, guess what? It does not exist. Israel is arresting young Palestinian kids for walking on Jewish only roads. Go back to Israel, use our taxpayer dollars, and go and do real research. Stay there long enough, and you will see that you went for a day or two. They knew you were coming. Obviously, they're going to take you to certain areas that they wanted you to see that there's no apartheid. Isn't that right? Guys, South Africa has become a whole, I don't know what name to call it, but it's beyond anything that you can ever call a country, because the things that are happening in the country, the things that are being allowed to happen in the country, just that's just shocking. Really is shocking, at least, you know. I don't even know where to draw the line anymore. I don't even know if documenting South Africa is even worth it at this point. You know what I mean? Yeah. So my main topic of the day is South Africa's white Afrikaner race are totally confused about their identity, because they just do not know what they are anymore. They just don't know. They thought they knew, but now they don't. Same like the DA, same like the PA, you know. They claim that they fought against racism, they fought against apartheid, but then here they are backing a country and a system that seemingly, that openly practices apartheid and hatred. So you ask me, if how would how would you feel if a black person, colored person, Indian person, or even a white person went through a discriminatory process, goes out and defends another country that's exercising the same thing against your own people? How would you feel? So the mere fact that Kenny Kunene could come out and say that there was no apartheid in Israel, there's no genocide in Israel, the mere fact that Gayton McKenzie could come out and say the exact same thing, that's shocking. The mere fact that the DA, who claims that they also fought against apartheid, are themselves Zionists who support Israel, are themselves clueless of who and what they are. I mean, guys, this is totally ludicrous. The Minister of Home Affairs needs to do his job. He needs to dig into the past as to how Helen Zeller got a citizenship. I keep saying this. Her parents are Germans. They came to South Africa on what visa? And what and how did they get to stay so permanently in the country? How was that possible? Here we're chasing away black brothers and sisters from the continent, but yet we are allowing Europeans to come here and settle permanently. Guys, come on. Do we not know what we are? Do we not know what we want? Do we not know where we are going? Do we not know where we're coming from? Are we just as confused as the Afrikaner people? Guys, this is just so disturbing. This is just a sad video. This video was just made out of anger. It's just out of frustration. Just the way things are being done in the country. So this is just ludicrous. There's just no vision for the country. Just nothing, you know? And the worst thing about it is that the ANC government is allowing anything and everything to happen. And another thing that I hate the worst is that there's two laws, one for white people and one for black people. And trust me, it's almost as if apartheid never went anywhere. It may have been taken off on paper, but in reality, man, it is still alive and well. And we all know that. And we all see it, we all feel it. The mere fact that you can train, you've been working for 10, 15 years at a job, can train a matriculant that then comes over because his father owns the company or because he is white, then he comes and takes over your job that you've been doing for 10 or 15 years, supposed to get a promotion but been looked over because of the color of your skin. That, my friend, is what you call institutionalized racism, and that needs to be rooted out of the country. I'm not saying replace experienced people with incompetence, but we need to find the right skilled black people to fill in white posts. That is what I'm saying. So yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. But before all that, let me know if I was on the money or if I totally missed it with this one, because your opinions, your views, actually matter. And to be honest, without you, this channel wouldn't grow steadily like it has over the past 2 years. It's not a fast growth, it's a slow, steady growth, but we are slowly getting to where we want to be. So, like I always say, we are family. Families support each other. Now, I may not have all the answers. I may not share the same views as everybody, but I am brave enough to go on camera, show my face, express my views, go out in public, get stares, get looks. Some people agree with what I'm saying, some people don't. But at the end of the day, it's a risk that I'm taking by showing myself and putting myself out there. So, to the people that think and feel like I shouldn't be doing this, I'm a useless YouTuber and I'm useless and this is cock and this is what. Start your own YouTube channel. If you know that you are better than me, please start your own YouTube channel. Advertise it. Let us know about it. Let us hear um, how you would, what's the word? How you would portray things. How you would, um, is what I'm looking for. How you would put things across. You know, which views would you take? Which views would you leave out? Which angle would you approach and attack? Which presenting style, all these things that go into a physical medium or a visual medium that people seem to criticize. Because it's easy to criticize while sitting on a couch at home, right? And just being a consumer instead of being a creator. It's very easy. I mean, I used to do the same thing. I see people doing stupid things, and I say that's stupid. Now that I'm a creator, I'm the one being called stupid and cuck and all that. You know what I mean? So put yourselves out there. This is a challenge to anyone who's out here just to criticize and to troll. Guys, content creation is not as easy as it looks. You know what I mean? Coming up with different topics every day, coming up with different angles, coming up with different guys, it's not easy. There's only so much that a person can talk about. You know what I mean? It's not like there's brand new things falling out of the sky every day. No, people, most of the stuff that you see on social media is recycled, rehashed stuff that's already been in existence for eons. And that's the plain truth, you know what I mean? So yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? You know we're family, right? And don't forget, please let me know. Was I on the money or did I totally mess it with this one? Holla.